Okay, media rivals are uniting to oppose plans from the federal government to amend privacy laws, which industry lobby groups argue will have a chilling effect on reporting and journalism. James, what will these laws do to make fact reporting so much more difficult?
Well, look, essentially what's going on here is that the government is talking about, they haven't implemented them yet, but they are talking about shifting the nature of privacy regulations so that the same privacy regulations that the corporate part of a news company has to use to, quarantine, say, your subscription data and your credit card data for your subscription, those would also apply to journalists for how we deal as journalists with information. It would create all sorts of new ways for subjects of articles who didn't like what we published to sue, and it would also give the government far more power to investigate and basically stamp on free speech, just using privacy principles in ways that they were never intended to be used. And it's pretty disturbing the way this has come about, because there's just been a bunch of submissions around it, and they haven't really gone through them, the government, on an evidence-based basis to form an opinion about this. So this is a real concern, I think, for free speech, and it's very worth noting that all sorts of news organizations, across, I guess, you would say the spectrum of coverage and the sort of editorial viewpoints that we all have all come together on this with a really clear message, because journalism matters, free speech matters, and you'd hate to see, and I think that, whoever's in power needs to think that these laws could wind up hurting them when powers change someday.
Yeah, that's for sure, and power always does change.